I think she deserves everything. Personally, I don't know about you guys. I think she deserves all of it. You spent 10 years preparing, training, some would say grooming this girl into being the perfect co-host for your stream. And for his sin of being top Reddit Janny, he was forced to spend 35 minutes trying to understand what XQC was saying. It's not just it's too harsh on the OTK clickbait stuff, it's that title rule is very vague and you apply it however you want. Oh, he's got a chud tweet up, look at this. NMP is out of touch, 20k a month, not a lot of money. So let's see, we're starting here. What's happening here?
Fly there.
You don't think it's just because you were a big streamer?
But I wasn't.
Oh.
You know how much money I was making back then? When I made that comment?
How much?
20k a month.
That's still a lot of money.
It's
That's
all,
a ton of money.
It's all. We make that.
Yeah, but why
we make that in an hour now.
No.
It's all about comparisons. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money.
You just, that was the most, I'm calling it. That was the most out of touch thing you've ever said in your life.
No, but this is like.
Okay. I mean, that's like not even that bad, to be honest. I don't even really care. That's like not even inspiring much hate in me right now. That is not inspiring a whole lot of hate on me. Hating me. And he's being accused here. Someone's alleging that this guy might be trying to get attention off of his divorce by intentionally baiting drama. That is being suggested. You know, I don't usually like conspiracy angles, but I'm pliable to that one. Mainly because I f***ing hate NMPLOL. Because I f***ing hate this guy. We're talking about his divorce. You lost a boost. God, oh my god. Okay.
Back in September 2020.
Let's find out about NMPLOL's divorce. As we know, as you may know, you may not know, Nick recently broke up with Malena.
24.
Malena was his young Nordic bride that he swept up when she was just a teenager and married, and then took to soda poppins. What are like old Middle Eastern palaces called? What would you call like an old Middle Eastern palace where like some rich Muslim guy would live with like a bunch of concubines? What would you call that? The OTK, like what would you call it? The OTK? The OTK soda poppin' ziggurat. This is a ziggurat. Is that what it is? Anyway, it says OTK Palace, the R Palace, the R Palace, the OTK Palace. He whisked her away, made her whole life dependent on him, whole streaming career dependent on him. She was like the second mic on his show, right? Because basically, even since he's broken up with her the whole time, all of his content is just like him and a woman, right? It's all just like him and some ditzy Asian woman or some young Nordic girl. Whatever is happening, it's just him and some woman that's like sitting around acting all ditzy and cute and funny and being just like fucking annoying and just being like really fucking annoying, and just gooners and shit like that will watch it endlessly because they love like the parasocial will they won't they and all that shit, so they fucking love it. They eat that shit up. 75% content for real. Nick is like the Andrew Tate of bitches that you watch for 16 hours stroking your shit at 75%. That he's like the Andrew Tate of bitches that you should never go past 75% for. That's what Nick is like. Except I'm not making any specific allegations of sexual misconduct there. I'm just mocking the idea of having a bunch of women in a warehouse. I'm not making it for legal reason. Not making any specific allegations of sexual misconduct. Anyway, let's get into Henry Resilient's video about this guy's divorce with his wife that he snatched up at a young age from some foreign country and then used to build his business. So let's go. Okay.
Back in September 2024, Nick said him and Melena broke up.
I guess I'll just say it officially then, but yeah, me and Melena broke up. We split up.
This came as no surprise to fans as she had been off camera for the majority of 2024. He even put out a tweet stating, "Melena and I are wrapping up this chapter in our lives. We've decided to end our relationship. We have different goals and pursuing them means going our separate ways. Thank you so much to the followers and others who have supported us as a team. You're in our hearts as we start our new chapters." I think it's pretty safe to say they're friends in the know like Soda Poppin knew that it was over way before it was announced.
Did I know? I knew things were f***ed. I think everyone kind of knew things were pretty I didn't know it was gonna full on end.
Truthfully, I think it was over when she left to take care of her mom.
The TLDR is Melena's mom is sick again. So her mom had surgery and it went well. So she's in the recovery phase and Melena's down there helping her out.
And Nick announced her retirement.
Yeah, so Melena decided to retire.
What Nick likely should have announced.
So, like, I mean, was it over then, or was it like just on the rocks? I don't know that it's enough to say it was over then, but sure. I mean, Henry's drawing stronger conclusions. I think we can. I mean, obviously, so it's like, this is my problem with Henry videos. It's just so much like retarded stuff and just like some powerful information. Like, yeah, obviously, so did you before it went public. He fucking lives with them. Like, yeah, you probably, your roommates probably know before the public does, I would imagine. Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna full on end.
Truthfully, I think it was over when she left to take care of her mom.
The TLDR is Melena's mom is sick again. So her mom had surgery and it went well. So she's in the recovery phase and Melena's down there helping her out.
And Nick announced her retirement.
Yeah, so Melena decided to retire.
What Nick likely should have announced was that he needed to file for divorce, but Melena beat him to it. That's right. Unless you were in the in crowd, chances are you suspected they were married, considering she was from Norway, but never got confirmation. According to court documents, they have been married going on 10 years. Based on what she filed, it does not look like it's going to be an amicable divorce, and Nick has millions at stake because there is no prenup. And he even responded with a counter petition on February 3rd, 2025.
I think she deserves everything. Personally, I don't know about you guys. I think she deserves all of it.
I'm Henry Resilient, and I cover court documents of your favorite streamers. And today we'll be looking at the petition of Melena filing for divorce from NMPLOL, as well as his counter petition, and try to figure out how much it's going to cost him to end this marriage with Melena. I think their long-term viewers knew Melena may have been homesick.
Dude, he was so fat here. Dude, what? Dude. What? Look at this guy here.
To end this marriage with Melena.
Even there, he's a little bit pudgy.
I think their
but then look,
viewers knew Melena may have been.
Dude, they would not like
to end this marriage.
I'm sorry.
With Melena. I think their long.
This is not looks matched. They were not looks matched here. She deserves all of his money just for this horrible failure at looks matching. You don't get to punch up like this and not get brought back down to your rightful place, okay? This is cosmic justice. You should lose 50%.
Viewers knew Melena may have been homesick, and every now and then it would come out while they were streaming.
I'm tired of waking up in a mansion that's not mine. I'm tired of waking up in a country that's not mine. I'm tired of streaming on a channel that's not mine. I'm tired of driving a car that's not mine.
You're being really selfish. Stop saying the word mine.
I'm tired.
And she was so based as well. This is the thing, is the only funny moments I ever saw from Nick's stream were her just being like a cunt, basically. Just sitting there going, you're not good enough, my life sucks, I fucking hate you. Like, basically, those were the only clips where I was like, oh, this is funny. This is funny. She was like the only good part of it. It was just like, here was a punching bag for her to abuse on camera. And that was the only funny part. That was the only funny thing about it. So she absolutely she deserves 50%. No doubt in my mind.
Tired of being around a family that's not mine.
Going back a bit further, they would break character like when Melina did not want to say she loved him.
You know what's crazy, Melina? I'm falling more in love with you every day.
Thanks, bro.
Ouch.
So, like, look, she's so real. She's so cool.
They would break character like when Melina did not want to say she loved him.
You know what's crazy, Melina? I'm falling more in love with you every day.
Thanks, bro.
Ouch.
Why are you saying these things on stream?
As of lately, Nick has been getting
Thanks, bro.
Ouch.
Why are you saying these things on stream?
As of lately, Nick has been getting upset about his public Discord messages being made public on X, going back and forth with X.com user Yeet. I think this is specifically because he says in his Discord that his catchy is his girlfriend. Going public with a girlfriend mid divorce will likely.
So I missed the whole Nazi salute catchy drama. I missed this. This is why you just don't trust, like, this is why she deserves 50%. This is why Melina deserves 50%. Look at what he's doing now. He gets this stupid, airheaded, assumedly a part Asian doll to strut around on his stream. Fucking idiot, vapid, airheaded moron. And he makes one comment about how it might be funny to do a Nazi salute like Elon did. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that for real, actually. And just goes and does it. Yeah, she's Asian, obviously. Of course she's Asian.
That his catchy is his girlfriend. Going public with a girlfriend mid divorce will likely cost him in the end.
Hear me out. I don't agree with this, and I would never do it because I think it's wrong and what Elon did was wrong. But if you wanted to farm Twitter, you can go in front of Trump Tower, do a certain gesture, you probably get 34,000 likes. I would never do that.
I'm half German.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm technically kind of doing it.
See, why are you putting these ideas in this fucking sex doll's head? This is like you're giving programming to the AI fucking, you know, suck and fuck sex robot that you've bought from fucking whatever. I'm going crazy. And you're like putting this bit of programming in and being like, go do this. Go do this. You're an idiot, man. You're an idiot. Why are you giving her this idea? She's too impressionable. That's why you got her. That's why you got her.
I don't agree with this, and I would never do it because I think it's wrong and what Elon did was wrong. But if you wanted to farm Twitter, you can go in front of Trump Tower, do a certain gesture, you probably get 34,000 likes. I would never do that.
I'm half German.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm technically kind of doing it.
I wouldn't do that.
A few moments.
You can see the cobwebs getting knocked off her brain. Yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. Like, you give her an idea and you expect her not just follow through on it on pure instinct. Really? Like, how are you expecting this to go?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm technically kind of doing it.
I wouldn't do that.
A few
single neuron
later.
firing.
You hold it, yeah, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so it doesn't go down your...
Like, dude. Right next to extra Emery, too. Who else was watching this stream, 75%, just stroking their shit, gripping their shit, watching this shit on 75 and then saw this? Who else? Who else was watching this shit? Gripping.
Yo, bro.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
So let's look at her
was
petition for
stroking their
divorce.
shit.
She filed on January 16th, 2025. Discovery
Like, dude,
pretty standard.
Again, this is why Melina deserves 50%, 100, absolutely, no doubt in my mind, Melina deserves 50%. Look how quickly she fucked it up. You cannot just replace pure showbiz talent like Melina with any old Asian bimbo that you pick up from the Just Chatting section on Twitch. That's not how it works, Nick. You spent 10 years preparing, training, some would say grooming, this girl into being the perfect co-host for your stream. You cannot just go and get your Asian replacement and expect her to be up to snuff. It's just not going to happen, Nick. It's not going to happen. Give her, pay your dues. Give Milena 50%. Give her your car.
Yo, bro.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So let's look at her petition for divorce. She filed on January 16th, 2025. Discovery is pretty standard, as Nick is ordered not to destroy, conceal, or alter any evidence pertaining to any tangible documents. In other words, do not start selling everything off or emptying bank accounts and devaluing property. She would like a real judge, not an associate judge. She has been a resident of Texas, all pretty much standard stuff. She then lists the house they own to serve Nick. Emphasis on they, because the house was purchased for $743,000, which today it has a value of $1.1 million according to Zillow. I'll explain later why it's technically half her house. As far as the length of the marriage, they were married from September 25th, 2015.
So I don't believe the house is actually up for grabs. It's not Soda Poppin's house.
When she was 19 and he was 24, way too young to get married. You know, people who get married at that age, you know, back in the day when my grandmother was around, they would still stay married. But now the person that they are today, 10 years later, they are not the same person. Imagine if you had to get married fresh out of high school. Now, when it comes to divorce, Texas does divorce differently than most states, as they do not.
Okay, imagine being married for 10 years and having to have roommates, bro. Myself. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, what do you expect? You've got your girlfriend, your wife is nearing 30 at this point, right? They got married when she was like, what, 19 or something? So they've been married like 10 years. She's nearing 30. She wants to like have a semi-normal life. Like, she doesn't want to be living like a fucking student her entire fucking life, living in like dorms, streamer dorms, with a bunch of like fucking soda popping gamers and shit. Yeah, maybe have kids and chill out. You're like, Nick is way over 30 at that point. Like 35-year-old man still living like a student with his wife. She's like, yo, can we live somewhere? I'm sick of being in a house that isn't mine. Like, yeah, no shit. Like, I get you're rich, but this is like a fucking miserable life for anyone that wants to have any normalcy.
Acknowledge a separation date. In other words, in Texas, you are married until you are divorced.
California, everything acquired after the date of separation is separate. This is really important because in other states, things aren't separate until there's a divorce judgment entered. Take years before a divorce judgment is entered. My longest case lasted 13 years. Here in California, you can be separated, buy a Powerball lottery ticket, win $100 million, and it's all yours. In Texas, where they don't recognize date of separation, you got to split that ticket.
The kicker is, the longer it takes to settle the divorce, the bigger the payout for her. Interestingly, she cites the ground for the divorce as being that the marriage has become insupportable because of discord or conflict of personalities that destroys the legitimate end of their relationship and prevents any reasonable expectation of reconciliation. This is a fancy way of saying irreconcilable differences. They are done likely for life. But here's a bonus. The Division of Community Property, she is requesting that the courts—
Prenup, postnup, bury gold. Absolute key advice from Henry Resilient. Never forget it. Prenup, postnup, bury gold.
Divide the estate, meaning that there is absolutely no prenuptial.
What's the big drama? Stop lying like a pedophile. Thank you, Dan Oko, for the $2. The big drama is Nick and Milena getting divorced. Very exciting.
Agreement. Gotcha, bitch. Texas is one of the few community property states, meaning everything that was acquired during the marriage, each partner owns. This is going to be crucial for ownership in OTK, potentially Starforge systems, along with any and all other property and investments.
I have buy gold, bury gold, what gold?
May have, especially his cars in the house. She thought, you know, the house she didn't own. She thought she was driving a car she didn't own. But I am sure her lawyer has explained to her by now that even if she's not on the title or the deed, the house, she indeed owns it. Now, how much ownership will be up for a judge to decide unless they can come to an agreement. Now, let's move on to Nick's response to the divorce. Initially, he generally denied everything, which was a little bit weird, and requested that she get absolutely nothing. Do not worry, his counter petition addressed the divorce properly. It may could be a Texas thing that he denied everything. His preservation of evidence is way more specific, and he wants her not to destroy anything she has stored on her computer, work computer, storage devices, or cell phone. You have to keep in mind, you know, she was his editor, so she has access to archive content and likely even unreleased content. He agrees with her date of marriage, and I wonder who was there, if there were any pictures, or did they just go to the courthouse to get married? She is not pregnant, so there will be no child support. You know, I wonder why they never had a kid, considering they've been together for 10 years.
She's back, guys, and she's not pregnant like everyone said.
When it comes to the division of community property, he is hopeful that they will come to some type of settlement, and he would like the courts to divide their estate according to their agreement. She will 100%.
I mean, this is just like this is just like basic borderline worthless information. It's just like it seems pretty general boilerplate. Like, I don't want to give you shit, so fight me for it. Basically, that's like the gist I'm getting this court document.
They have been separated for the last year, and no settlement has been reached, likely indicating that whatever offer he made, if he made one at all, was not up to her approval, or maybe her lawyer's approval. Calculating Nick's settlement. Because it's close to the 10-year mark, signifying a long-term marriage in the state of Texas, she is legally going to be entitled to $5,000 a month in spousal maintenance for a total of 5 years, which ends up coming about to be $300,000 in just spousal support or spousal maintenance. The house being worth $1.1 million will net her about $550,000. So now we're at $800,000, and we haven't even gotten to OTK. No doubt OTK is worth millions. I'm not sure how much, but for comparison's sakes, AMP is valued at $150 million.
What's the number? If you think it was worth an estimate right now, what would you say the value of AMP is today?
I would say 150 million.
Now, Nick is not so I imagine he owns a nice percentage, not a biggest percentage as some of the founding members, but substantial enough. OTK will 100% be audited and evaluate to properly.
Did they have a mortgage on the house first day? Soda Poppin's house.
Inform her how much Nick's or their stake in OTK is actually worth. He will have to divulge that to her lawyer. Now, let this be a learning lesson for all you. If you're going into business with a partner, should they get married, make them have a prenup excluding the business from being considered community property, or in the event they don't want to get a prenup before they are married, buy them out. If they're already married coming into the business and they don't have a prenup, you need to make sure they get a postnup coming into the business married. It will save your company a much needed headache of having a forensic accountant go through your books with a fine-tooth comb. I understand Nick may not like me or care for my content.
Flashback. Is this avowed shit gonna be good? We're gonna do, okay, we might do gaming stuff later, guys. We might look at some trailers and shit.
Is Henry coming to a cooking stream? Who's Henry? Oh, you're talking about the guy who watched the clip?
First of all, do you think they'll let me in OTK?
Nope.
Never. I'm not a fan of those type of people.
Let me tell you something funny
and I'm not talking about
me recently. I'll donate twice due to
I've already talked about how I feel about people who do stuff like that.
End of flashback. But from one divorced man to another, I truly hope this process goes smooth for him, because he seems like a okay guy despite his fragility shining through anytime he's criticized or getting exposed on the internet.
Mods are now coming forward with evidence of Miskiff pressuring Mods with his friends NMP.
I can't believe they killed Mukity, man.
Even threatened Ahmad that he got connections to the FBI. Open the door. Boom, 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 boom. FBI.
So yeah, this is important stuff here. This is from an LSF Discord chat with the moderators. That's fine, we aren't asking for your sympathy. Sound like you were yesterday. Just saying, guys, it's going to take the right case of the right person themselves, and the finger might come back to you. We shared our stories so that you know we're aware of what happens. Our FBI friends have found people pretty easy online, just from a username. Not to try to garner any support or sympathy. Alright, this conversation is over. Not going to let you threaten our team. Goodbye.
Open the door. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
If she goes for every penny she can get, this will be his true red pill moment. I have faith that, you know, he's going to give her a fair offer that she can't refuse. Now, keep in mind, it should come with an NDA, because last thing you want to do is for her to get the money and then start telling secrets. From the outside looking in, I think we all can agree that Melena was a huge part of Nick Palom's success on Twitch, and she was there for, I would say, 90% of the content, if not more, along with doing some of the back end editing. I do truly hope, you know, he offers her something that's fair, you know, but then again, you know, what's fair to him and what's fair to her could be something totally different, but I don't want to see him turn out to be like me on the dark side. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section.
Okay. So that's the first part of this. Now, this turned into a debate because Henry's video and some posts about the divorce got removed from LSF. So people weren't happy because obviously there's a bit of an OTK or perceived pro-OTK bias on livestream fail. It's basically like an OTK jerk-off subreddit. So there was a bit of perceived bias here. Because obviously XQC, when he was going through his divorce with Adept, or her attempted divorce, or whatever it was, the common law thing, that was all over LSF. That was on there every day. Every update was on LSF. Everyone was following it from there. So it seemed like a bit of a double standard. So, to be held accountable for this disgusting miscarriage of justice, XQC demanded that ex-DGGer, now top livestream fail subreddit moderator, Stale2000, took the stand. Okay, guys? So, Stale2000. Who is Stale2000? Stale2000, I've spoken to him. I argued with him about livestream fails moderation on stream when he first took over. And he, yeah, he was really annoying. He's really gay. But yeah, this is Stale. This is Stale. Obviously, we may have seen him before. I'm sure we've seen Stale before. We know this guy, right? This is Stale. This is DGG of the Year campaign video.
Opponents are way worse than me, using facts, logic, and most importantly, evidence, as in chat logs. Here, Albert FCB is asking people to gift him subs. A real DGGer buys his own subs. In the month of November, Fitz spammed the Miano hype emote over 500 messages a day. But as mentioned previously, he was colluding, and these numbers are clearly fake. Rave Y is unethically supporting NFT projects.
Isn't that awesome, guys? Isn't that great? That's great stuff, right? That's really awesome stuff. So that's Stale. That's what he was doing in DGG, begging for attention, begging for approval, validation from DGG of the Year, the award. But now he is the top mod of livestream fail. Very huge stuff. Moving on up in the world. Top Reddit Janny. And for his sin of being top Reddit Janny, he was forced to spend 35 minutes trying to understand what XQC was saying. So we're going to watch that. We're going to watch Stale spend 35 minutes trying to decode the clicking sounds that XQC tries to communicate in. Let's have a look.
Join call whenever you're ready. Yo?
You can hear me all right?
Yeah, by the way, I'm not offline, by the way, just letting you know, so you don't get ambushed by being like thinking I'm offline. I went over to kick. Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Can you talk again one more time? Because
You're right here.
Okay, I hear you now. All right. By the way, just letting you know. Okay, I'm not like biased or whatever. Also, I will do my best to moderate comments that are kind of like rude for no reason, whatever. Right?
One thing to note as well. One thing to note as well is I believe there's actually clips of Stale meeting Nick Pollum at TwitchCon. Okay, now, I think, personally, my read on Stale is that he gets a lot of validation, a lot of satisfaction from being noticed by streamers. And if a streamer is nice to him, if a streamer acts like, oh, we're cool, you know, we're cool. Like one of these big streamers acts like, oh, we're cool, Stale. You're like, you're the live stream fail guy? Oh, awesome, man. Oh, I'd love to, you know, talk to you sometime. Maybe we can hang out. If they do something like that, he's like, I will sweep for you. I will sweep for you endlessly. Guys, I'm just putting I'll be happy smile goal in the chat. I'm doing a quick chill. Guys, 691 people here right now. 54 likes on the stream. If some of those 640 people would mind, please, moving their cursor, thumbs up and clicking it, or pressing a thumbs up on the mobile device, that'd be hugely appreciated. Now, if you want to take your support one step further, you can donate directly through the Stream Elements link in the pinned chat message. You can also buy a membership to the channel, gift a membership to the channel, gift a whole bunch of memberships randomly throughout the chat, buy a super chat which will highlight a message and read it on TTS, or buy a super sticker, What's your YouTube image or GIF? Let me highlight in chat, and I'll describe it to you. You can go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, right.com/r/Kuihman. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I think he gets a lot of validation, a lot of satisfaction from streamers being nice to him and being chill. And I think he seeks this out. He seeks out connections with streamers. How do I know this? Chud Logic said that he met Stale at TwitchCon. And that he seemed very, very eager and very friendly. So if Stale is doing that to Chud, I believe he is doing that to Nick Pollum, to Mizkif, to Pirate Software. I believe it goes all the way.
I also get validation from streamers being nice to me. Thoughts?
My thoughts are, thank you for the $5, Jimbo Slice. Thank you for the $13.99 someone somewhere. Thank you.
It'll send money, but not for happiness.
Too bad. Money makes me happy either way, whether you want it to or not.
There's no reason to this to be hostile or whatever, right? Like, I'm not like some fuckhead.
I mean, I don't care, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying ahead of time, if there's something that comes up that's like really bad or whatever, right? I'm just saying it like ahead of time.
Thank you for the €5, Akaguchi. Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day, chat. I'm looking for the dagger to my cloak.
Okay.
Have a good one, y'all.
That I will be like monitoring whatever, so nothing goes out of control or whatever, right? All right. Okay. So the way that project said it, right, is that you're like LSF mod. Is that your correct title?
Yeah, so I'm the top mod of the subreddit. Technically, there's like a team of mods. It's about like 8 of us. But I'm officially the one in charge of everything.
Okay. So I've been and known like all the mini games and kind of like what people do on like when it comes down to this subreddit. I'm not gonna like. I'm trying not to like. It's not a brag, right? But I've seen almost the beginning of this Reddit, right? Because I think at the time it was a different one, if I'm correct, and then they changed it to a different name. I thought this was live stream fails before, and then now it's fail, right?
Yeah. There was people moved different to the different names. Yes.
Yeah. So like I kind of know all the developments from what it was to what it is now, right? And how kind of, so I know the history in general, right? So with that in mind. Something that used to not happen back in days is posts being what I think are like manipulated, pretty like cherry picked, right? Based on a few individuals. And I'm sure you've seen the criticism, right? People say OTK owns LSF, whatever. And even though that's a pretty broad statement, I find that comment to have more and more validity almost every day.
It's just like one of those things where every time, it's like with other people, it's like it can go either way. Like if something's on the line, you know what I mean, where it's not totally clear what the precedent is or how LSF want to handle it. For most people, it'll go either way, 50% of the time either way. But it always seems like with OTK, it always comes down on the side of OTK, if you know what I mean. If there's a clip they don't like and it's a little bit on the line, it's always going to get taken down if it's about OTK. Whereas maybe 50% of the time, if it's about XQC, it'll get taken down. Right? That's how I perceive it anyway.
Okay, so you're saying that things are cherry picked, is what you're saying? Or so I will agree that moderation has changed significantly over the years, I would say. The biggest thing is I think we're a lot more strict on title guidelines. But I guess, are you saying that you're not complaining about like more or less moderation? You're saying that it's targeted?
Yeah, it's more like it's the same problem that a lot of big companies, especially in social media, get called out for, is selective enforcement, right? It's like let's say I'll just give you an example. Let's say jaywalking is not a really enforced thing out there. Everybody knows this, right? And let's say, right, that I only arrest or I only stop people that jaywalk, and every single person that has been arrested for jaywalking are all black. You can see like kind of what it is. And I think that's kind of how it's been for OTK. Like I think a lot of their posts get removed for OTK people, right, for various reasons, right? Whether it's a title, whether it's a bunch of guidelines, but
dude, the misinformation titles or the bad faith titles rule in LSF is so dumb. They will apply that in the most retarded, subjective, or weird ways imaginable, where it's like, there's an example. I don't want to use the example they give here because I have already seen most of this. Obviously, it was a bit difficult to watch it because it was lagging like fuck on Kick. But there's like let's say if so someone said the title is like streamer drops $10 on the floor while walking, and then it's like actually they dropped $5.98, $9.98 or something, right? And they dropped a bunch of coins and shit. Well, okay, they would remove that if it was about OTK. If that was a clip that was negative about OTK, like, it was trying to make someone OTK look stupid for it, that would get removed under their, like, title rules. They'd be like, well, no, actually, it wasn't a full $10, it was $9.98. That's what they do. That's what they do. Well, but with anyone else, if that was like XQC, they would let that stay up. The hypothetical of dropping money is triggering Kuihman. Yeah, for real. No, but like that is how it is. It's like if it's even slightly not true or slightly inaccurate or slightly loaded, that's the other one they do. Even if it's loaded, it could be $10. They drop $10, but then it says careless streamer drops $10, and it's like, actually that's too loaded. That's a bad faith title. You're trying to portray Nick Pollum as careless. You can't do that on live stream fail. Actually, that's the sort of attitude they take with it.
On a daily basis, yeah, literally daily, some threads come up that break those same rules that don't really get enforced on it.
I mean, I wouldn't say that we would be biased, but I would say that, like, I could see how I don't know. Sometimes we're not online. Okay, you're saying like there's inconsistent moderation.
Okay. So I'm gonna squeeze you a little bit harder than that.
Sure.
I will say in the general amount of threads removed or comments locked, if you
yeah, and then they say not from a live stream, so it gets removed. But then sometimes they let tweets out, but they allow tweets, but then they don't allow tweets that are about LSF itself. And then once in a while they'll allow something like a YouTube video. Testing, hello? How's that? All right, sweet. Yeah, I was saying the sourcing rules, they apply super inconsistently as well. They even $5.
Are you and I like Neuro Summer?
$5. The sourcing rules, they apply super inconsistently. Sometimes the YouTube video is allowed if it's about one thing. Sometimes a tweet's allowed, but not if it's about certain dramas. It's like they will come up with any reason to shut shit down sometimes.
Let's say you were to make a log. Last 50 threads removed, whatever, right? The grand majority are OTK threads.
Sure, but I would say that's because most of the content is OTK. So if 80% of the content is OTK content, then 80% is going to be removed.
Yeah, that does make sense, but there's a lot talking about a lot of channels. I'm just saying in general, like...
Yeah, it's not really about the volume of stuff being removed. It's about things being removed for OTK that wouldn't be removed for other people. That's what's being alleged, whatever.
It seems to me like the ones that are removed is pretty rare. Like removed is pretty rare, and it's more than 80%. Like it's almost. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every controversy OTK's had in the past, I don't know, maybe year probably, has been removed. Almost. And if I want to be more selective, last 3 months, every single one that they've had has been removed.
I mean, I think that most of the content is OTK scan. I would say like the majority of our content is OTK scandals. I mean, even like recently, there's
true, but we've had Destiny a lot and Hassan recently, right? Those don't never get. I don't think I've seen it. Hassan stuff gets kind of like weirdly.
Well, even the majority of their content has been OTK scandals, like, dude.
Type shit, right? But a lot of them stay up. Like, and the Destiny stuff.
If they allow any OTK scandal, it's like the clip of Nick saying he's splitting up with Milena. But then it's never like Henry Resilience video. It's always focused on, it's always like, let them control the narrative, basically. It's always on the OTK narrative. Well, not always, I won't say that, it's not always on the OTK narrative. But on these, it's specifically on personal drama topics. It's very specifically, it's usually on personal drama topics. If it's something like Asmongold fucking up and saying some crazy political take, that gets put on there. That stays up. Personal drama topics, relationship stuff, that gets heavily moderated for OTK because it personally bothers the members of OTK and they get in Discord chats and in mod mail and all this shit, badgering LSF mods. Please take this down. Please take this down. And they've just capitulated over time. Was the salute swept hard?
Never gets anything.
I didn't follow the salute stuff, so I don't know about that.
We'll say.
Sure. So, okay, let's back up for a second because I mean I can give you some reasons why I think this might have that appearance. Like because this was about the recent thread that got removed. Because there was there's the Nick thread that got removed, right?
The Nick one, the Emily one, the Cat one, the I think the
So I mean, I can just give people advice on like how to not get it removed. Like so, for example, for the Nick, so I wasn't the one who removed the Nick one, but I think that was removed because it wasn't from a live stream. So this happens with the Henry Resilient clips all the time. Like his viewers do not know how to like follow the rules. All they have to do is like take it from a live stream, but they always do it from his YouTube videos. And we almost never allow YouTube videos. There's been once or twice, but we don't like allowing YouTube videos.
Okay.
So
also, like, I have to go. Yeah, I have to go. Yeah, like an interviewer. A lot of pirate stuff, I believe, was YouTube videos that were not enforced on. Like a lot of the pirate stuff, it was pretty massive. 5K votes, 4K votes. A lot of them were actual videos, not removed.
Yeah, we should have removed some of those. Yeah, we were not doing much.
Yeah, so that's gonna. It's why I'm not trying to be too rude, but at the same time, it seems like there's a lot of we should have done that when it's not OTK, but when it's OTK, it's always pretty much enforced. Does that make sense? That's what I think. That's what the people's voice is at right now.
So I'll even just like, I'm not sure if I agree, but I'll just even just grant you that, right? So, like, there's a way of getting around that, which is, I mean, if people just like follow the like the YouTube video thing, like I feel like it's not that hard to like get like a clip from a live stream instead of a YouTube video. I mean, like, Chat. What's the other solution? Like, the other solution is, I guess, deleted stuff of the other league members, like last week, to catch the pirate stuff, or like what do we do there, right? Other than you can't just say like be more. I mean, being more, you know, obviously it's good to be more consistent, but it's hard to say like that's like a hard direction to go, if that makes sense. It's like not a specific advice, or like what do we do about that? Like, I mean, I would recommend people just like follow the rules as much as they can. That way, this doesn't happen, but I don't know what we do about it.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I think at one point it seems like the Reddit was this was like streamer TMZ, which what I think this is what this Reddit should have been. No bias. I think it's fine to have it like a TMZ. I think it's more interesting. It gives more variety because I think at one point a streamer is kind of like dying overall, and people want to get the TMZ news or whatever, and they don't get it. That's my personal bias though. But in general, you know, let's say some drama. I think the cat stuff was removed. The Emily threads always get removed. Always.
Which was the recent Emily one? They have some schizo viewers. I don't know. We might have. What was the recent? I literally don't remember what the recent Emily drama was.
Okay, I should have been prepared and have all the examples because there are a lot of them. It's gonna suck you to say, oh, there's a lot of examples and not have any of them. So I'm not gonna dismiss that. I'll just wait till people link it because there generally is a lot. I've taken some notes over the time, but chat, can we get a couple examples? Because like I said, I'm not. It's not that I'm trying to like squeeze you on this. Is I'm just trying to see like how things can be better. If that makes sense, right? So having a supporting evidence is good. Not to think, oh yeah, I win the argument. That's not really what the point is here.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
Emily not paying parents apparently was removed.
Yeah,
is this true?
Grab a coffee. So I did step away 2 seconds there, but I'm back here.
There was one about this. I think so.
The gun thread and the parent death thread apparently.
The gun thread was, I didn't know this. Wait, I didn't know the gun thread was removed.
Oh yeah, let me just share my screen if you want. Sharing screen. Yeah. Screen 1. Done. There you go.
Okay.
So that'd be the thread, and that would be the clip.
Okay.
Which is a live stream and not a video.
So that one says it was deleted by the user. By the person who posted it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So much this debate is just like totally worthless because it is like almost impossible to pin someone down on inconsistent moderation stuff. It's like there's always a reason, there's always an out. Yeah, they can basically just manufacture it as much as they want because rules are generally pretty vague.
Get it? Yeah.
I'll go to one about it. I wonder why does he removed it, but see, it's just making fun of me. But they fail to understand that like this isn't like some like some. I told you this before. This is not like some squeeze thing. Okay.
Yeah.
It's more like a like this happened. How does this stop happening? Whatever. Because it's a genuine concern. Okay. Like not having the evidence. When a thread, that's how it works. When a thread is deleted, it's hard to find them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like unless I have it copy pasted somewhere, like it's difficult to find these threads because that's the whole point that they're deleted. They become unfindable pretty much.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is hard to find them. You're right.
I'll just wait to link them. So okay, let me ask you this then. As a final question, point blank. Nobody in OTK.
Will they retaliate against XQC for this? No, I don't think so. I think Stale likes this. I think this is probably the highlight of Stale's fucking year. Getting brought on XQC stream to talk about his moderation decisions, to talk about him being a Reddit Janny. This is Stale's life is made at this point. So, no, I don't think XQC is going to get retaliation for this.
Manipulates anything or talks to any of the moderations over there in a direct contact.
Yeah, there's none of like... I think we've received a couple messages about like doxing stuff. But not of any of the ones that
Stale straight stroking his shit to this.
Like 95% of the time, like a post gets removed, it's not going to be any. Like we're talking like a couple messages over the course of years, right? So,
okay, here's a good one. You know, sometimes there are threads that pop out, like this article says.
Dude, no way it's fucking up again. Hello? How is it? If it happens again, I'll restart. I'm timing anyone out who's saying annoying stuff about tech issues, though. Just like full 24-hour timeouts immediately.
That this employee said this about Twitch or whatever, those always stay up.
Yeah, so if we're talking about a company, you know, I mean, I love company drama. So maybe that's my bias here is like anything that's about Twitch, anything that's about a gaming company, I would want to keep on the subreddit because I think that's cooler than influencer drama. But yeah, what was your question about it?
Oh, yeah, it's just that because when it's a tweet about, let's say, some reports of an article or a direct tweet from, let's say, like Dan Clancy or whatever, those stay up. Yeah. But I've noticed there's a few examples of OTK, whatever this is, OTK laying off multiple staff, Twitter posts removed. Then there's an image of NMP saying, "Get fucked, R word, all their own." I didn't even talking about it.
I mean, that seems like a good tweet to me. I don't know why that one would be removed. So I mean, I didn't remove that one, but Well, unless it was not true.
Spent texting while driving thing. Twitch sponsored anti-Semitism. They're supposed to remove from. I could show you this from. Here's another one right here.
Attempting to troubleshoot, attempting to diagnose tech issues, attempting to give unsolicited advice. These are all bannable, instantly bannable. Okay, guys, just warning you.
Oh yeah, that was okay, I think that one should have stayed up. I don't know why we removed that. That one should have stayed up. I think we freaked out. I think we were freaking out. Okay, that one. Honestly, I think we were just freaking out because this was before all of the Twitch news stuff was. I mean, now it's all public now, but we were worried about is Twitch gonna come after us or something? But I think that one should have stayed up because it was 17K upvotes, 4K comments. That would have been cool. I mean, yeah, I like any drama about Twitch or any major company.
Yeah. Here's another one. On this right here. This one. This seems to be a clip because it's just chatting. So the direct link that was linked is all right.
Yeah, I think suggesting that Stale is biased in favor of Hassan and Twitch and against the Stop Anti-Semitism fucking crusade shit. I don't think that's the angle here. I think Stale is probably pretty on board with all that stuff.
Would be a clip. I got it.
All right. I remember. Okay, I do remember this one. I did remove this one. I think it was because they added the word multimillionaire at the beginning. You know, this is an edge case. I don't like it when people really inject extra information into the thing. Imagine instead of saying multimillionaire, they said streamer who spent $1,000 on a gold watch yesterday also refused to pay back 70K.
Okay, then
what would be wrong with that? What would be wrong with that?
Okay, then I'm gonna squeeze you then. Then in that case, then the Shroud should have removed the other day because they were hitting hard at the fact that he spent $600 on an opening or something like that, right?
Was that in the title? So what was the title?
It was the title. I'm pretty sure. Let me go dig it up real quick. I'm going on top of my head, so if I'm wrong, I mean it is what it is. But I'm not trying to. Let me just search up. I forgot what search features are on this thing. I'll just do top of the week. I think that'll probably be it. Top of the
Shroud
week.
Past week.
Where's Shroud at? I think the Twitter I only had let's say I think.
Okay. He said Shroud gambling $600 in 20 seconds on charity stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find to be the same kind of verbiage of in 20 seconds, meaning it's gonna play in that topic of how quick money is disappearing. This is gonna send it with the millionaire streamer. It's gonna how much money they have. I think it's the exact same kind of realm.
You know, I think we'll agree on that one. I think so. I will say I was quick. I think it was a little bit too quick on that one. I think I got it at this was in the morning. I think I was. I just woken up and I got notified.
He's gun guarding the poor ditzy Asian girl. That's oh, there's this mean post about how evil this poor Asian girl is, and Stale wants to protect her. We all see what's happening here, Stale.
To my phone. But I think I'll agree on that. Yeah, so I would say that's a correct. That's an instance of I should have removed that one.
Extra Emery, I robbed you.
But here's another good one. It's all good. I don't know if you have something to say about it. I'll let you speak about it. If you want to elaborate on it. Sorry,
Extra Emery. Extra Emery, I roll.
At least you're gonna understand what I mean by these clickbait titles.
I roll for stream.
People are trying to inject information, but it's.
I roll for stream.
I'll agree it's a gray area. It's not, but it's.
Yeah. So in the eyes, I will speak for the people. It feels like the sensitivity to insensitive language in the title is selectively enforced. I think that's
okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if it's not intentional, but I could see how it comes that way. Sure, yeah, but it's not like a. What I will say is people come up with these like conspiracies, like paid by OTK or something, or like like literally, like I just woke up this. I got a notification on my phone, and I just woke up, and then like looks clickbait to me, but sure, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of biases aren't inherently like evil, yet still exist. I think they still have some validity, even if without motive, right? It's just kind of like how it is, which I think makes the
motive is clear. Stale wants to suck up to these gay OTK streamers, so he jangies all their relationship drama.
That makes the hit at you a little bit hit less hard, but it doesn't make the criticism any less valid. That's I think that's where I'm at. It is a little on screen right here. Exit compares Emily's spreadsheet to revenge porn. Ella removes another extra Emily thread.
I don't remember this one. You did compare it. What happened with that?
I think it's I will analyze myself. It's not even that harsh of a comparison that I'm making. I think it's very reasonable, and I think that's still up to interpretation. I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's that is a fair. Yeah, I don't think I removed that, but yeah, it does seem like a fair comparison. Yeah, maybe it's the Emily. Maybe it's like the I don't know. Yeah, you could. I don't know why that one was removed.
Okay. This one.
Okay, this one. That one would be removed because that's like meta things. We don't like people talking about LSF on LSF.
Oh yeah, they were jannying this Moon show at 1.2.
It gets too meta.
What do you mean?
Dude.
So if you post something like if the focus of the clip is about live stream fail, like we want people to be talking about streamers, not really the subreddit, because otherwise. Yeah.
I think that's not an unfair thing. Otherwise, it's gonna be like this guy reacts to LSF saying this, and then this guy reacts to this guy saying LSF thing, and it becomes only. And at that point, you're not getting any more outside. That's not a terrible defense. I'll give that some validity. Okay, I think this one. I don't know why this one was removed. Was that even OTK related?
Reacts to GTA RP. So originally, so I think that happened when we were removing the Moon cheating stuff. So around the time of TwitchCon, I had made a decision of like I didn't really want like really relationship drama stuff.
These gonna get paid for any of this? No, they do it for free.
And I did remove a bunch of that stuff. I removed a bunch of stuff related to Moon and like the EROB stuff. I since reversed it though. So, I mean, you can disagree with
that. That stuff though. Yeah. I will say though, with my knowledge of how information kind of moves, it's not extended. I'm not like some scientist, right? But the most important part of a post's relevance, it's the times from the moment it's created going upwards. Like it's kind of like a curve where it's very important now that it stays up, and now that it goes down. If you remove it when it's growing, I mean the post is gonna die. It's dead. Like if you remove a post and you reestablish it later, you've pretty much killed all of its traction, and it will never be up there.
Sure. Yeah. My more point was originally we had banned both the Moon and the EROB drama, but we reversed it because.
Yeah, I'm getting bored of this. Let's speed it up. Let's speed it up. We get it, buddy. There's 1,000,001 reasons why you remove this post, but none of them because you want to suck OTK dick. We get it. We get it, Stale.
We don't usually like private.
I'll shave your fucking head.
But I guess this one we might have to change that to like super big, like public stuff. We let it afterwards.
Okay. This one is deleted by the user. So it doesn't matter. I think that's something like this. Asma Hassan, Piers Morgan debate, whatever.
Was this from a live stream? Okay, why was this? I don't know why this one would be removed.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments. People seem to care a lot about it. I think that's usually what happens. From my experience, when people have a lot of criticism with margin, a lot of threads that are in that, I think it's called like the controversial tag, as in like the upvotes are pretty low because people up and down a lot, and the comments start going crazy, always locked or deleted.
Don't speed it up. I'm already stroking too fast with XQC's voice. Yeah, if you are timing your strokes to XQC's voice, you are rubbing your shit raw. Okay, your shit is chafing. Your shit is chafing. Unless you're lubed up fully lubed up, drowning in it. Your shit chafing.
Especially with a pretty moderate thicker OTK members.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, people wouldn't be complaining about it if it wasn't popular, right? So, yeah, I mean, what do you mean by that? Like, yeah, of course people complain about the big ones because you wouldn't know about it unless it's thick.
I'm saying, when things get controversial, things get removed at a high frequency, which is fair, but that factor goes way beyond the visual amounts when it's OTK members. OTK members, when it's OTK and it's high comments, I'm telling you, most of them are deleted. More than half of threads that have OTK that have high comments are deleted.
That might be the case. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely keep more of a lookout for that. But I mean, I will say, you know, just to give some advice of my own, right? Like, if you know, there are some things that I think users can do where, like, we wouldn't, you know, let's say you do think that we're biased, right? There are things you can do where it's like, well, even if I'm biased, you can't, like, I can't get away with removing it, right? Because, you know, it's, you know, so within the rules, you know, even a biased person couldn't do it. But I mean, I do wish, though, I mean, I'll definitely keep on looking at myself, but I do wish that users would at least try a little bit more to follow the rules.
Yeah, I agree. So I agree. I think this is a classic, like, I think my jaywalking example is pretty good. A fuck ton of people jaywalk, right? Yeah. So when you enforce selectively, a lot of people are going to say, well, everybody jaywalks. And in this case, it has a lot of relevance. Everybody's titles are so shitty. Everybody does bad titles. But I'm telling you, it is not enforced. Bad titles, it's just not enforced. Like, I've seen some things about me. The titles are fucking demonic. One, they're demonic. Two, they're flat out wrong. They disturb information, right? And it is genuinely damaging. And I'm not complaining about that. I did shit all the time. I don't give a fuck. I'm not complaining about it. But I'm saying now, this is like that. That's never the game. It's like clickbait dog shit. But it's not. That's not enforced. I mean, I'm only saying that to prove it's not enforced.
Sure. I get what you're saying. Maybe we are a bit too harsh on. So I think the best criticism you can make is like, okay, yeah, on the clickbait titles, like, maybe we are too harsh on the OTK clickbait stuff. I do know your club. Yeah, because you got a lot of crazy haters, dude. They make some...
It's not just it's too harsh on the OTK clickbait stuff. It's that title rule is very vague and you apply it however you want. Oh, he's got a chud tweet up. Look at this.
Crazy titles.
I mean, I can take some. It's just that I think now, I think there are maybe 2 or 3 threads that you said. Yeah, I don't know about this one, right? If I were to show you all the things that were related, that you would say, I don't know about this, right? Fair enough, right? But there's so much about Emily and OTK. Like, I think you would have to be crazy to not see the pattern here. That's what I think. I'm not saying this is me, Crusader. That's what people feel like it, and that's why it's because I give us validity 100%.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Yeah, it's definitely on the titles I can see. Yeah, because some of these ones we were definitely wrong on.
Yeah. I don't know if this is valid or not. I'm just clicking links.
Okay, so that was from we used to have like private channels with all these like streamers in them. Where people would like complain about stuff all the time, but we don't have it this way. So.
Okay. Fair enough. Chad, any other details? Yeah, that's it. If anything, I think if there's like a key point, I'd say like I think the people kind of notice whatever, and I think going forward, now that they know that it's kind of a little bit like that, if you guys do a good effort at not doing that, I think that will resonate a lot of people. But I think sometimes with arguments like decisions like this, that we don't really go anywhere, right? I'm not saying you were caught, whatever. What I'm saying is that people have noticed a pretty small or moderate bias for the OTK, and I give that some validity, right, with evidence. And we're just like, I think if let's say by whatever you were to tone it down a little bit, people will notice, right? And I think they're gonna give you some praise. So I think going forward, if you guys do a better job on that front, it'll resonate very well.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. And then the other thing I think we're gonna do is just communicate more because you know, some of these titles, like if we get like a full explanation of why the post was removed, I think it does help kind of like assuage people's concerns, right? Because like the most recent one, you know, I actually still think that was like from a YouTube video, but you know, and so now it's a big controversy. But you're right, we definitely should. Kind of,
yeah. So you said, okay, these titles, this, that, right? Then it's kind of hard to hear you out on saying this title's bad, we have to remove that, right? When there are other biases, like you said earlier, about the company drama, your bias for company drama, whatever, it's kind of hard for people, right? Because then they see you green light some company drama threads, right? And they'll want to say, oh yeah, then I can post this too, and I'll deal with super drama. If you guys said, guys, we allow Twitch platform, like streaming platform drama to be on, but not personal non-clip drama. I think you guys make that line, like we made, but we're not gonna be like weird gray anymore.
Yeah, people are confused. I can see that. Yeah, and the reason why is just because of, you know, company drama is very important. That affects everybody, right?
Yeah, but there can't be no personal drama. You can't have live stream fail with no personal drama. No one wants to use that subreddit. No one, like, I understand sometimes there's a funny gaming moment, like the pirate software stuff. That might blow up on there. But the stuff that's real heavy hitter is always going to be like relationship drama, like inter-streamer drama. It's that stuff. That's what people are really going to LSF for.
So, but yeah, maybe we should be communicating a bit more.
All right. What in general? Like why do you guys not allow?
Oh my god, guys! Look at this clip of this ditzy Asian bitch burning her food, guys. I was watching this earlier, stroking my shit at 75%, just raw gripping it, and this stupid ditzy Asian bitch was trying to get her food out the oven, and it came out black. Oh my, it's so. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at her. Oh, look at extra Emery. Look at extra Emery burning her food, silly bitch. Oh, that's so cute. She's burning her food like some stupid bitch, doing some stupid shit, embarrassing herself on stream. And so she's so cute and ditzy. She's so cute and ditzy. I need to watch this a million times on YouTube Shorts so that it gets into literally everyone else's algorithm and no one can escape this stupid bitch's fucking face.
Generally, to view this like an overall kind of like, let's be honest, live stream fail, we haven't had a fail in fucking 3 years, okay? We have one fail every, I think, every 6 months, somebody falls out of their chair, maybe something like that, right? I think this Reddit is pretty much TMZ. But it's like you guys like that line, why not just make it TMZ? Like, why not just allow all threads, all draws, whatever?
No grace, full pleasure.
Content. Like, I don't know, people, this might be giving too much credence to LSF, but we're the #1 gaming subreddit on the entire platform. Like, this is a large platform, and you know, drama can be good, but you know, it has downsides. It hurts people, and it's toxic, and it's and that's bad. But I mean, it's engaging. But I mean, people always say this thing like, oh, LSF is dying. It's not. Like, our traffic is way up compared to like 6 months ago. And you know, there are other clips than just like toxic stuff. Like, people do like the fun clips, and you know, fun clips is it's entertaining and it doesn't have the less of the negative downsides. And I mean, there's also like a moderation concern. It's harder to moderate all this toxic stuff. And so there's a lot of reasons like that.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah.
Is it when it comes down to like titles, right? Let's say when it comes to let's say Aslan critics, right? The titles on Aslan these days are pretty harsh, right? A lot of them are true, but they are pretty harsh, and it never gets enforced, right? It seems like people kind of want that. They want stuff to be up, right? I think as long as it's not like actual information or whatever, I think it should stay up, right? Like the other thing, let's be honest. I'm gonna do. It's malicious. It's not misinformation. That's where I usually draw the line at, right? But I'm not a moderator, so we'll go. But that's gonna. I think a lot of people feel that way. It's a harsh title. Like, wow, that kind of, yeah, that's kind of the way to put it. But yeah, it's true. I don't see how that would be. Why would that be moderated?
So I was definitely overrated harsh on this one, but my counter response is that titles have a very significant effect on the clip and like the comments itself.
Dude, okay, we'll look at this.
So a person can just control the narrative without necessarily telling any lies. Because like honestly, people only read the title oftentimes, and so we don't really want that. We don't really want like these power users, these hate users, to kind of control, almost like just take over LSF or take over the post just because they have like a hate boner against like certain people. But like obviously they're just going too far. Like that, like the millionaire thing. You know, yeah, I was definitely like too strict.
Yeah, people will feel that and they'll back up on that if it's enforced across the board. I'm telling you, the people will chant and right behind you if it was done equitably. But when it's not, people go really hard against you. So that line is kind of hard to kind of navigate because you're gonna get a lot of shit when you don't do it correctly. It's kind of like a back.
Guys, Twitter is so mean. Holy shit! I'm just gonna delete the app for the rest of the week. Okay, I deleted it. The replies under my Asus tweet are insane. Skull. I gotta post sponsored tweets sometimes. I'm worried. Wait, I blocked the first account and no one is replying anymore. Maybe that fixed it. IDK. Stops completely? Oh my god, why didn't I do it earlier? But I blocked Orc, and I don't think anything else is coming through anymore. I think people are replying, but I just can't see them Lamau. It stops the replies for me, but do you think people can still reply? I guess it doesn't matter. Ugh, Twitter is so mean. Thank you, Matost. Okay. Well, shit, guys. I was reading these messages on 75% and I felt so bad for her. I was sitting there at my desk watching watching Emeru. I was watching Emeru, gripping my shit, stroking 75%, hours on end. I'd been there for hours. My shit was red, black and blue even. My shit was black and blue from how long I was stroking it on 75%. And then I click over onto Extra Emery's live stream just to see if she was, going live anytime soon. I look in her offline chat, and what do I see? But her saying that she's feeling so sad. And I just feel so bad for her when I'm stroking the 75% scrolling through Twitch. I just feel so bad for her when I'm gripping my shit. Guys, she's saying Twitter is so mean. Everyone should stop criticizing her now, I think, and all the posts about her on LSF should be removed. But she's so cute and ditzy. Isn't she so cool?
Back in the day when they're like, we don't like hate speech, we don't like whatever, so we ban Donald Trump on Twitter or whatever. And it's like every other post is fucking like saying go do this and go shoot this and do that. Like it's like, brother, like, you guys don't care about informing this. You're just biased. So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, we definitely need to work on getting that balance right. But I don't think I would ever go to the like just allow everything because I think that's worse than whatever we have now. Like it could be so much worse.
All right. I don't want to go circles, but I think going forward, I don't know.
We need to do something about the non-sexual pornography. The Deeper Armor called this out. People are just consuming mindlessly all day, every day. Oh my god.
Join call. To be this like an overall kind of like, let's be honest, live stream fail, we haven't had a fail in fucking 3 years, okay? We have one fail every 6 months, somebody falls out of their chair, maybe something like that, right? I think this Reddit is pretty much TMZ, but it seems like you guys trying to glide that line. Why not just make it a TMZ? Like, why not just allow all threads, all dramas, whatever?
I mean, I think it's bad content. Like, I don't know, people, this might be giving too much credence to LSF, but we're the #1 gaming subreddit on the entire platform. Like, this is a large platform, and you know, drama can be good, but you know, it has downsides. It, you know, hurts people, and it's toxic, and it's, you know, I mean, that's bad. But I mean, it's engaging, but I mean, people always say this thing like, "Oh, LSF is dying." It's not. Like, our traffic is way up compared to like 6 months ago.
I was muted, but yeah, I barely said anything. I was still fixing things, but I was muted for like 2 seconds. I was basically just like, "All right, we're back. Let's get back into this." Finish last 5 or 10 minutes.
And you know, there are other clips than just like toxic stuff. Like, people do like the fun clips, and you know, fun clips is, you know, it's entertaining, and it doesn't have the less of negative downsides. And I mean, there's also like a moderation concern. It's harder to moderate all this toxic stuff.
Well, I say 2 seconds. I mean, I was only talking for like 2 seconds. Okay, it was like a few seconds of talking. I was still fixing my shit because everything restarted. Because I restarted my computer, I have to close down all the background applications like fucking BattleNet and shit that open up.
Reasons like that.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah.
It's just is it when it comes down to like
I know I was I know the thing was muted for like 5 minutes.
Just let's say when it comes to like let's say Asmon critics, right? The titles on Asmon these days are pretty harsh, right? Well, more true, but they are pretty harsh, and it never gets enforced, right? It seems like people kind of want that. They want this type of shit to be up, right? I think as long as it's not like actual misinformation or whatever, I think it should stay up, right? Like the multi-millionaire thing. Let's be honest. I'm honest with you. It's not misinformation. It's malicious. It's not misinformation. That's where I usually draw the line at, right? But I'm not a moderator, so what do I know? But that's and I feel like a lot of people feel that way. It's a harsh title, like wow, that's kind of a way to put it. But yeah, it's true. I don't see how that would be. Why would that be moderated?
So I was definitely overly harsh on this one, but
no, we're gonna do like state of play stuff. I think we might do that.
My counter response is that titles have a very significant effect on the clip and like the comments itself. So a person can just control the narrative without necessarily telling any lies, because like honestly, people only read the title oftentimes, and so. We don't really want that. We don't really want like these power users, these hate users, to kind of control, almost like just take over LSF or take over the posts just because they have like a hate boner against like certain people. But like obviously they're going too far. Like that, like the millionaire thing. You know, yeah, I was definitely like too strict on.
Yeah,
that,
people will feel that and they'll back up on that if it's enforced across the board. I'm telling you, the people will chant and rally behind you if it was done. Equitably, but when it's not, people go really hard against you. So that line is kind of hard to kind of navigate because you're gonna get a lot of shit.
Yeah, what before the stream restart? Yeah, what was I gonna say there about non-sexual pornography? We have to stop the bear trap. We have to free people's minds from the bear trap that they've stepped into of non-sexual pornography. Where they are just daily, they are scrolling shorts, being fed just endless sensory overload content with vaguely sexual themes. Just like the appearance of just like, you know, some ditzy Asian girl, you know, dancing up and down, like jumping around, doing some stupid little fucking trendy dance with where her fucking tits jump around a bit. And people just sit there for hours of their day. 3 hours a night, laying in bed, scrolling TikTok, scrolling Instagram reels, looking at these Asian bitches just dancing around, making fucking stupid, quirky voices and doing fucking childish hand movements and shit. And they are endlessly stimulated for hours on end, just scrolling through this shit. And it's just like a permanent, it's like being in the you know, the philosophical thing about being in the pleasure machine. It's like that. They're all doing that. Like, just like lobotomites, just like drinking fluoride daily, slowly rotting, their brain slowly rotting away as they scroll through Asian bitches designed to like simultaneously hit the same mental receptors that are activated when they're looking at their daughter as their wife, you know? They're hitting both of those mental receptors at the same time with these non-sexual, vaguely pornographic videos, bringing out both the protect response and the fuck response in these like passport bros to be. Passport bros to be. Yeah, it's the opium of the masses. It really is. Emaru content is the opium of the masses. They simultaneously, they want to have her as like a daughter figure and also as their sex doll. And it is perverse. It is perverse.
When you don't do it correctly. It's kind of like a back in the days when they were like we don't like hate speech, we don't like whatever, so we banned Donald Trump from Twitter or whatever, and it's like every other post is fucking like saying go do this and go shoot this and go do that. Like it's like, brother, you guys don't care about enforcing this. You're just biased as fuck.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, we definitely need to work.
It's Freudian, frankly.
Like, getting that balance right.
It's very Freudian.
I don't think I would ever go to the like just allow everything, because I think that's worse than whatever we have now. Things could be so much worse.
All right. All right. I don't want to go in circles, but I think going forward, I was know. Would you be okay if next time I see?
Well, if I scroll through, if I search like I bet I even get Emaru content on my homepage. Yeah, well, I'm getting catchy clips. Just on this browser session that I've just started, I'm getting catchy clips immediately. Let's have a look at a catchy clip. Let's see how this, oh wait, I can't even see that one. Sign in to confirm you're not a bot. Fuck. Or because I'm on VPN. So I can't even pull it up.
No one in my family.
There you go. If Emaru ever gets married, this is what people are watching, okay?
No one in my family's divorced. If I...
All right, how many views does this have? How do I see the views on one of these things? How do I see the views on a short? It's got 16,000 likes, so that's pretty good.
If I ever get married, I'm never getting divorced. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna stick it out. We're making this work. You're stuck with me. Unless they, like, stab me or something, then I guess I'd probably have to...
See, guys, she would never leave. She would never leave.
Get divorced, probably. No one in my family's...
Guys, she would never leave. Wow. Let's see what else is happening here. What's really pulling in the views? What are like the highest you should get? The 300k views are like the big ones. Oh wait, 840k for the Emaru, for the Alinity one. Oh, 500k here. Can't afford a full-size t-shirt. Let's see this. I can't see this one. But you're getting the sense here, I feel like. This is, there's some weird... There is some perversion going on here. There's something Freudian happening here. It's tickling some weird itches in these guys' brains that are just endlessly scrolling through this shit daily. You can see it. You see what I'm saying, right? She, on one hand, seems very naive, very ditzy. She's very naive, very ditzy. Very like quirky and raspy. She's like got this like raspy sort of stoner, not quite stoner. If I don't know if you'd call it stoner, but this weird raspy like insecure voice. But then at the same time, she's doing all of this like framing her tits in the thumbnail here. She does all these cosplays, these revealing cosplays and stuff. So there's also this sexual element to it, a very obvious sexual element to it. In fact, the sexual component is the main one, but it's dressing up the sexual component in this quirky, naive, ditzy, like inexperienced, wholesome vibe. That is very much, it's like daughter or little sister, like, you know, younger female relationship. It's coded like that. It's very much coded in that way. It's not coded like this is some girl you know you know, it's not even girl next door type shit. It's like, it is like little sister stuff. That's basically it. That's what these Asian fetishists, these yellow fever fellas, are getting from this. Now, if we go to Extra Emily, let's see what we see here. What's happening on these shorts? Not as impressive here. Extra Emily is not as, she's not as valuable as Emery, clearly. The issue is that she's a bit too Asian, I feel like. They like the Asians because they do kind of want a white girl. They like white girls. But they also want someone who is ditzy, non-sexual, and, like, buck-broken by social expectations, right? They want someone that's submissive. Emery also is younger coded. Yeah, she's very much, she's very much teenager coded, whereas Extra Emily, this is like your Chinese wife. So a lot of this is gym stuff. That is an immediate put off to a lot of these guys. They're not going to the gym with you. Chinese woman reminds you of your mom playing violin. But then there's a big problem for both of these people. What's her name again? Is it Finion? No, that's not how you say it. What's her name? What's the anime stolen one? Filion? Filion? Filion. Now this is a big problem for both of them. Now these are some seriously competitive shorts views. And now this is a problem for someone like Emeru. Because not only can an anime girl be far more Asian than you, be far more ditzy than you, look far younger than you, but it stays that way forever. It never ages out. Filion can hide behind this stolen Fox girl avatar till she's 45. She can hide behind that till she's 45, and she can make endless money off of this. Not just that, not only that, but also no real life relationship ever has to be disclosed. She can just purely play a character. This is a huge threat to the business model of people like Emery, people like Extra Emily. And AI girlfriends are going to even go further than this. It's very risky stuff for these women, I mean. And we need to stop this. We do need to stop this, because this is just the never-ending non-sexual pornography. It's just... it's too much. Do we want people, really, like, consuming this stuff all day? It's making regular porn more acceptable. I mean, I don't even care about regular porn. Regular porn is fine. It's this non-sexual pornography that people are non-stop enraptured by. That is the real problem here. If you can just enjoy porn, go jerk off to it, you know. Let's say like you do it. Let's say you jerk off like once a day. You're not going past once a day. Maybe you don't jerk off every day. But you're looking at porn maybe once a day. For like, you know, however long, I don't know, half an hour or something. Let's say. That's fine. That's fine. That's like a light pastime, very light pastime. You just, you know, that's a fine engagement. But with this non-sexual pornography, you're never past 75%. You're never truly in on it. You're never truly bought in. You're just engaged in this constant immersion. This like hours-long immersion in nothing but just sensory output. Like, look at this stuff. Phillians fans couldn't handle this fan art.
Why do you... Dude, check out the art! Yo, where are my feet? Yo!
Like, you're being convinced that you're not just watching porn here, almost. But you are.
Dude, check out the art! Yo, where are my feet? Yo! Can you guys not be respectful in the presence of Snipper? W.
Yeah, it's ADHD content that scratches the right dopamine receptors, just keep you watching and keep you like sexually engaged as well, but never truly 100% hard, never truly gripping and ready to go boom, you know, like as Dr. Disrespect would say. Never truly ready to boom. You're just gripping with no climax ever, and it keeps you there for hours. It keeps you there for hours, and you are just constantly subjected to this just never-ending commercial like hoe experience.
You guys not be respectful in the presence of Snipper. W grippers. You guys typing this junk is the reason people think VTubing is cringe. They just found this stream and they're like, wow, I sure can't wait to be entertained. Oh. Okay, first message. There's no way.
Wow. Really terrible stuff. Well, then the worst ones are when it's just like, because this is like one thing. Like, there are probably guys who, as much as they're into this stuff, they just watch Fillion or they just watch Emeru, and they're not truly in on the shorts or anything. They're still there for 75. They're still there on 75% all day, stroking their shit. But they're not doing the full-blown non-sexual pornography carousel. When it gets really bad is the TikTok dance trends and shit. Just think, there must have been so many people, Nuxtaku, one of them, so many guys who scrolled through endless like Unka dance videos or whatever. You know, shit like that, where there's like some fucking sexualized dance trend and there's a million women doing it. Just and it's like absolutely spread out everywhere. Every female content creator is doing it, and it's just on like a constant rotation. And they scroll through it, and they scroll through it just endlessly. Just like look at just like there's no real beginning or end. It's just like emotion. It's like emotion attached to music with a vague sexual appeal. There's no true engagement. They're just glazed over, experiencing this again and again. That must be rotting to the psyche. This is it's a complete perversion. Yeah, Mobius strip style subgooning. Okay. I'm done talking about stroking my shit now anyway.